Welcome to the Top Gear test track. This is Stig Laps. And that's the Ariel Atom 4R. In this series, we're running the latest and greatest performance cars and placing them on the all-time leaderboard. But the challenge remains the same. Give Stig the keys to your car if you think you're fast enough. And this angry-looking collection of scaffolding poles and wings is what Stig's going to be grappling with today. It's called the Ariel Atom 4R, and it is the wildest incarnation yet of the cheek-flapping Atom. Well, maybe since the insane 500 horsepower Atom V8, which in 2011 set a time on this track of 1:15.1, and that's the time that Stig's going to be gunning for here today. At his disposal, a 400 horsepower version of the 2-litre turbo from the Honda Civic Type R. This car can do 0 to 60 in 2.7 seconds, 0 to 100 in 6.5, and a top speed of 170 miles an hour. Rapid. Best to think of the one we have here as the Atom 4R Plus. It's had everything thrown at it, from carbon panels and wings to Öhlins 4-way adjustable dampers and a pneumatic Quaife 6-speed sequential gearbox. It costs from about 140 grand if you tick every box, although interestingly, this one skips the carbon wheels and ceramic brakes for forged wheels and steel discs. Go for the standard 78 grand 4R and you get no wings, no carbon panels, and you make do with Bilstein dampers and Honda's 6-speed manual gearbox. So, same power, less control. Fortunately for the Stig, we've gone for the one with the downforce. Before we get to the lap then, some analysis of the Atom's strengths and weaknesses. Okay, so here we are between the second to last corner and Gambon over there, and to be honest, if the Stigs kept this on the tarmac this long, I'll be seriously impressed. I've actually driven the Atom 4R, and despite the fact that you've got 110 kilograms of downforce at 70 miles an hour, you've got ABS, you've got 7-stage traction control to play with, it's a bit of a white-knuckle ride. And this point here is a spinning hotspot, because as you come steaming off the straight, turning in hot on the brakes, there's a surface change and therefore a grip change that you've got to deal with. And then the car wants to drift wide here, using as much of the track as possible, but without dipping a tyre onto the grass and setting yourself up nicely for the final corner and across the line. Whatever happens, I've got a feeling we're about to see some seriously impressive driving. Stig, best of luck. Pep talk complete, it was time for the Stig to get battered by the wind.
3, 2, 1, go!
Lovely bit of wheel spin away from the line there. Slightly workmanlike note of that 2-litre turbo, but then every car can't have a Valkyrie V12, can it? This 4R put its stamp on history? Can it go quicker than the V8? It's got 1:15.1 to be fair, it's 100 horsepower down on the V8, so the Stiggy's gonna have to bring his A game. Bring it on. There is something just terrifying about driving an Ariel Atom. It must be the wind or the exposure or the free fall acceleration, but fortunately, Stig doesn't feel fear. There he goes, taking a nice chunk of the grass verge on the way through. Definitely got air. Right, let's see that again from Stig's point of view, and this time with the clock.
3, 2, 1, go!
Wow, a 1:13.7. Got to be honest, I wasn't expecting it to be that quick, but then Stig never fails to surprise. Okay, so the headline is despite a sizable power deficit, it's absolutely smashed the Atom V8's 1:15.1 time by almost a second and a half, and that's light years around this track. But not only that, it's dusted the BAC Mono, the Pagani Huayra, and equalled the McLaren 675 LT. Those are some solid gold scalps for a minuscule car company from the West Country. That, my friends, was genuinely impressive. And here's what happened when Stig wasn't concerned about neat and tidy lap times anymore. Like the touch paper, stand well back. Next time on Stig Laps.